it's you. Come on in and join us.
We're taking a trip back to mid-century today with 11 Shaving.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres, why, come on in the live chat. Join the Whiff Pack, a cool group of folks hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, I bought Marcus some giant candles from Goose Creek for Christmas because of their fun tie-ins to some of our favorite Christmas specials. This one is from Elf, as you can see, and it smells exactly like maple syrup. And then the other one that we got is tied into Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And this one has a different scent. I think it's written on the bottom. It's called Christmas Town. And it is made of Christmas Town fir, shiny red apple, and holiday spice. So it has a fun, cozy, almost a little fall approaching winter to me kind of scent in there.
Yo, we got 4 or 5 of these. They did not smell anything like I was expecting except for the maple syrup, which, by the way, once you blow this out a couple times and the smokiness mingles in with that maple syrup scent, gorgeous. But it was funny because all the others didn't really smell anything like I would expect from the labels and from the tie-ins, but they're still really nice. This one's kind of like a minty bubble gum for me. What do you get?
Oh, it's funny. I think I get more of the spice, like a little bit more of the whatever the spice is at the end pops out to me more. But I do like having them. They're just fun. They're charming. They don't all exactly match the labels, but clearly I was gotten by the lovely sales that went by. So they've been fun.
Do they remind you of shaving soap smells, or are they kind of formulated different?
You know, I think they are formulated different. Like sometimes you've mentioned that, like you can tell a cologne is built differently than a shave soap scent. And now looking back at these, I do get that same thing. They're meant to be a candle and to get each part of the scent just evenly wherever it goes about the room.
Yeah, I think the oils that we're used to in the shaving soap world are a little bit elevated from the ones they put in candles, but that's just a theory.
Yeah, I think we've just been a little more spoiled with the last year of all the things that have been coming to our den.
And for our soap today, y'all, it hit 3 or 4 places in my brain that were like, purchase. It's 11. It's based on mid-century modern. The sales page mentions Googie architecture. And have you seen the label? Y'all, let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, so from the sales page at 11shaving.com.
Mid-century modern limited edition shave soap. A fond look back to a golden age of design. From Usonian homes, the Eames chair, and Googie architecture, the mid-20th century had the most bold and exciting designs, colors, and aesthetics that haven't been rivaled since. A scent that aims to evoke a time when scent choice wasn't an option. It's not quite soap, it's not quite cologne. Clean and fresh, with a slightly fruity top note and a masculine base.
I have a masculine base. Y'all, I am on a mission for that Marcus Clean scent that's not quite cologne and not quite soap, and this wrote that on the label. This may be a contender, y'all, but we'll know when we open the box.
Okay. Finally get our second 11 soap here.
And I bought 2 during the Black Friday weekend. Let's see what we got in here. We have the burn of peanut. Oh, y'all.
What?
I don't mean to alarm you, but we have a very classy sticker for our ticket. Look, it's like holographic. That is awesome. Thanks, you guys. And it does qualify. This is a note. Y'all, thank you for choosing 11 from...
I think it says Paul.
I think so, too.
Lovely penmanship.
Thank you, Paul. And then, there it is. Look at this label, y'all. This was a giant reason that I picked this up. 11 changed their branding a little bit last year. They went from those solid color on the tubs to these kind of
fun.
Oh, y'all, and look at this presentation. It reminds me of Cinerama. All right, I think I want you to have our mid-century first impression. All right, I am so taken in by everything about this soap. I am so excited now to actually smell it.
Me too. I really tried not to keep reading the page because there were some set notes, but I don't want to see them yet.
Not see the list yet. All right,
okay.
Take it in, see what you get.
See.
Oh,
this long whiff. I had to keep going.
She took the bonus whiff. Did you see that?
There was more at the end.
What did you get?
Okay. Wow. All right. So it's fun because it does have a little masculine kind of vibe that I get right away.
Nice.
It does have that clean, sleek thing that it was talking about, but also bold in there somewhere.
Right.
So at first it was just, I did get that top kind of citrusy thing, a little more bergamot, not sweet,
Right.
but just, bright and clean coming
Gotcha.
through. And then it goes into something, sort of these green colors are coming through.
Oh.
I'm not exactly sure how that's happening. Almost like a hint at a sort of aquatic meets a cologne kind of thing.
Oh.
And then there's some secret kind of woods going on back there.
We live near the secret woods. It's called the Bohemian Grove.
And I kept going for my whiff because I was trying to find if it had like a musky, a powdery,
Right.
something at the end. But I think it's just an overall vibe that it's leaving. It kind of sweetens up at the end, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the citrusy part, but there's something in the base. I don't think it's basil or an herb. I do think it's more on the tree kind of a vibe, maybe.
Gotcha.
This one's kind of the guy that's ready to lead the day. Like if you wanted to go on a tour of Disney, like the guy that would take you around,
Right.
I feel like it'd be that guy. Like he's ready to
Okay.
have a good day. There's just something that makes me want to smile about this. Like I really do think it's in that lane you're looking for.
Nice.
And I think there's a reason that you were vibing towards this that just made you have to click purchase. I'm sad it's a limited edition. I feel like I want to make sure more people get their noses on this.
Nice.
Because it's kind of like a secret fun little weapon here.
Is there a prominent scent note that's jumping out? Like that's something centered?
There's some kind of magic happening with the citruses. I know it's a throwback scent, but if I didn't read any of that stuff
Right.
and I just took a whiff of this, I feel like this should be on the shelf today still as well.
Oh.
Like there's something that really just makes me want to gravitate towards this. It is more masculine, but the citruses in here have a secret kind of twist to them.
So might it be both mid-century and modern?
I want to say yes. I'm going to say mid-century / modern. Like it's both categories somehow. It's making a comeback.
She brings you glad tidings.
There's nothing in it that's gourmandy. There's nothing, like there are citruses here, but the way that they're being used is kind of a masterful, like turning up the volume on the citruses.
Gotcha.
The green part in the back, I'm still trying to figure out. I don't know if it's the outside of a bergamot. I don't know if it's a different kind of a tree thing.
Right.
But this is super fun to open after doing all of the holiday stuff from fall into winter. This is a fun January take off the year set.
You can get a little inundated with Christmas after shooting about 24 Christmas episodes in a row.
I don't think there's any peppermint here. You're safe.
That's what I do love about this part of our show, is we can dive in January to all kinds of new soaps and new ideas because we have been doing seasonals from pretty much September 1st.
This is a everyday, any time of year. You could just grab it. This could be your go-to scent always.
Right.
This could just be if you want to just brighten up your day and kind of mix things up. I feel like this would be a great scent. There's nothing in here that's pokey or stands out. Like the blend on these scents are great. It's actually kind of hard for me to pull apart.
Right.
It's simple, but it's smart. So like how the designs of mid-century stuff is,
Right.
I feel like it's that. Like there's thought put into it to make it have that overall final product.
Nice.
But they're kind of hidden in between, like how everything clicks together.
Is it a little soapy?
I wouldn't say soapy, but I do really get something in the charm of how the citruses are meeting whatever that woodsy kind of green side is. My brain at first almost was really getting an aquatic because sometimes they use these similar scents to make an aquatic. It's not in here. I don't get the blues that my brain normally will get when it fully goes there, but it's a subtle hint at that type of scent.
Well, I am ready to dive into this mid-century
See if you
modern.
can pull out the scent notes a little bit better, but I mean, it's a wonderful, fun, zesty scent here.
Okay, let's see. Oh. Oh. I definitely see where you're getting like the Acqua di Gio, Acqua di Parma kind of line of things in the citrus. Beautiful. And what a great place to start, let's be honest.
Keep digging, because there's more in there.
Oh, and then the citrus transitions into something a little bit creamy as it goes into the base. And then I was kind of expecting a little bit more of a bossy base on this, a little bit bigger of a butt, a little bit of patchouli or something underneath it, but there's not.
No.
This stays very much in like the Wrigley gum lane of things, right? And then something floral that's giving a little bit of a tug of war to that citrus. There's a click to it, but there's a part that doesn't, and it allows the floral to keep pulling against the citrus and the citrus to keep pulling against the floral.
I'm with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then there's something in the back. Is it a woodsy?
You're right. It's greeny. It's a little bit rose stemmy, but that's like half of it. The other half is a very Bleu de Chanel
Okay.
kind of idea that's going on in here. And, well, you could do a lot worse than that, too. And then whatever's going on in the base is a white, is a light blue, is a turquoise. It's in those colors. This does not go patchouli. This does not go tobacco. This doesn't go oud. This doesn't go anywhere near those directions. But the big asterisk on that, using some of those lighter scent notes, they are crafting a spicy base to this. But I feel like if it did go spicier into the browns or the beiges or the oranges, it wouldn't have that soapy quality that would be reminiscent of something mid-century. It's kind of cool having been born in 1975. I'll give you a second to do the math. Because a lot of the shaving community who are my age remember this architecture because it was only 20 or 25 years old when we were born.
Right.
A lot of it still exists now. If you go to Los Angeles, you can find Googie architecture everywhere. The Wiener Dog hot dog signs or the Bob's Big Boy. That's in here. Lots of splashes of pinks and blues and color. Lots of glass, lots of chrome. That's what this talks about. And you know, that's why it's mid-century modern. It's got the beautiful lights of the mid-century, but it doesn't go into the deep spices of 1955. It goes more modern, more Bleu de Chanel, more of the Acqua di Gio, Acqua di Parma line for the base. That's why you're getting the first half of 1955 and the last half of 2025. And boy, isn't that a mashup. Ralph Lauren Polo Ultra Blue. That's what it is. Whoa, I love this tug of war between the modern and the mid-century. This is brilliant. Let's take a look at the set notes. Now, we think they might have a new website. We've been using 11 Shaving, but it looks like Use 11 is the new website. So from the sales page at use11.com.
There's only 4 set notes. Okay. Oh. Mandarin is the first one.
A beautiful, sweet, candied orange.
Pepper.
Love it.
Lavender.
Love it.
And amber. So it's a gentle kind of thing.
I'm thinking there's a little more than that swirling around under the surface, but you get the orange. Citrus is hard to do in shaving soaps, Mandarin especially.
So intriguing. I mean, now that I read Mandarin, I know it's Mandarin, but I was getting like the sweeter citrus. So I mean, I guess.
I even sense a little lemon. Going on in there.
I feel like there's some secret citrus hiding in there.
Bergamot, right? Something. And then the pepper, the effervescence of like a soda pop on a counter.
Again, but it doesn't get that dark.
Right.
It keeps it in that brighter, like zesty is usually pepper for me. It gives me that vibe.
And y'all, if you ever cook with peppercorns or cracked pepper, start with a hot pan and put your pepper right in it. Let it toast. It's an aromatic and it's beautiful going on.
Lavender.
Which we are getting to be experts at. Are you sensing the lavender?
Well, okay. It was so well hidden. I didn't really realize I was getting it, but now it makes sense.
Yeah, for me too. I'm not sensing lavender jumping out in the blend. It's just sort of a base note.
Yeah, it's kind of just gets you. And again, there's nothing woodsy here listed. We just have amber.
You're right.
So something where you were getting the spice,
Yeah.
and I was getting like an almost woodsy thing. That's secretly happening in here with the pepper or something.
And that amber can carry a fairly woodsy quality, but it can also kind of smell like powder and kind of a lighter sense. And I'm kind of getting both qualities.
I'd agree.
And as we talked to Monica at Vanulay, she puts 200 different scents into some of her soaps. So there might be more than just these 4.
Right.
And sometimes the artisans hide their little secrets and they don't give them to you.
It's okay.
Oh, absolutely. We love that. But that's partially what we're here for, is to see what we can discover.
Right. And it's interesting because thinking of the architecture and stuff that they listed, there is something bold but oddly simple about that time frame. And I feel like that's coming through with having those 4 scent notes. It's bold, it's simple, but it's how they're interacting that's making their statement.
Yep. And y'all, this is the best $4.99 I have spent in the wet shaving world this year. This is the Cherries Jubilee brush from the Razor Company. Look at that. Got that for Sarah for Christmas. And these are our bougie sticks from Amazon.com, so we don't contaminate the soap as we don't share brushes and bowls. This is her gorgeous KUN bowl in the abalone colorway.
Yes, abalone.
And y'all, I'm just going to smush the soap into these ridges like I'm trying to smear chocolate into carpet so it can't come out again. A quick baptism with the bougie sprayer, and we're going to let that water hang out at the bottom of the bowl while Sarah works some magic here with her brush. Now, the idea, we're not really starting with a dry brush because we're going to use some of that blooming water to get the bristles a little moist, but we're going to go forwards, backwards with that brush. We're going to push down, see what the backbone can do, and then we're going to rotate the brush about 25%, and the dog's going to change her position where she sleeps. We're going to rotate that brush about 25%, and we're going to do it again. Forwards, backwards, push down to the backbone, and then do it again. Turn the brush, give those bristles a new orientation to bring the soap onto them. And then just about the time you got 10-20% of the soap left in the bowl for later, we're going to go down, grab the rest of that water, and let the bristles just chop it up like gravy on a biscuit.
Trying not to spill on the dog. I'm going to pivot the bowl. But magic is happening.
Constant viewers will know that we have covered Barbershop from 11, and what a beautiful outside-the-box Barbershop that is. Unlike anything else in the wet shaving world with Barbershops, that can be tricky. I am getting the citrus way over here.
Oh, my goodness.
That's beautiful. And you know what's funny? The citrus and the floral, the way they're coming together, is clicking most of the way. But there are a couple little places for me where it's not. And I love how those are coming together because it's a little bit of a, like, butting heads.
All right, this leather is coming together.
Let's see what we got. Now,
Wow.
we never discuss leather in the Barbershop
Never.
Duet except in extreme cases. Look at this, y'all. Isn't that beautiful? Can't even see into it.
No, and it's filling up the whole bowl.
All right, y'all. This is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the 7-11 whiff. On 3, 1, 2. Okay. Oh, a little more of the floral.
Yeah, I think it woke
The
up
citrus
a
is
little brighter, maybe?
mellowed a little bit in the lather.
Yeah, I get more of the pepper and lavender in the middle now.
Right.
Than
a
I
little
think
bit
I
more
did
of a
there.
balance, absolutely.
But it's still that bright, fun, like uplifting kind of a thing.
It is, and I love that this doesn't go too dark because there are days where I want my oud, I want my patchouli, I want my civet. But on days when I don't, this is a beautiful, sunny delight sort of flavor that's going to wake you up and get you off the edge of the basketball game. Y'all, and if you don't know what Cinerama is, you will in a moment when we take this deeper. So in the 1950s, in Los Angeles, they decided, wouldn't it be cool if the movie could literally wrap around you? So they started shooting movies like How the West Was Won with 3 cameras, and they would project them onto 1, 2, 3 screens. The best approximation of how we can make that video look now on our TV screens looks like this. It's called Smile Vision, but it kind of gives you the idea of having that movie wrap all the way around you. There were a few movies made like this, including, I think there's a print of Mad, 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 Mad World in Cinerama. And Stephen Sondheim was walking by the marquee once, and he looked up and he said, oh, that's an anagram for Americana.
Oh.
You bet. What could be more American than having Ethel Merman wrap around you? And the cool thing is the movies that they made for those screens were sometimes major motion pictures, but sometimes they were like, let's tour the South Seas. They were like, let's go on a roller coaster. It was that kind of stuff. So it was almost equal parts movie theater and theme park ride.
Right.
Cinerama.
Which is funny because now in Vegas you have the big sphere thing that goes all the way around.
It's exactly that. And this looks exactly like that old Cinerama sign. They used to sit under the marquee. There is still a Cinerama cinema in Los Angeles if you are planning a trip.
It's funny because I feel like we've been watching a lot on YouTube, like throwbacks to what places used to look like and then what they look like now.
Right.
And tons of them do have some of that as the building front pages or the different things that they've gotten. Like their advertising was very different. It's cool to see how it's changed over the years.
And those dinosaurs from Pee Wee Herman, like those are an example of Googie architecture and that kind of thing. Of like, why don't we build a restaurant that rotates and looks like a cable car? Very little rules in the 50s in the United States.
Sounds fun to me though. Like everything now is so like cookie cutter, like all of the McDonald's all match. But back in the day, we had the trees, we had all the crazy stuff. You know?
Everything was themed. Even that drive-in movie theater from Back to the Future 3 that was done with like a cowboys and Indians kind of a theme to it, right?
Right?
Y'all, that was the 50s. Very Main Street and Disneyland.
It's true. That's kind of where my brain was going. I'm not going to lie.
And there is a barbershop on Main Street in Florida at Disney World. Boy, a shave of the day picture there would earn you some cred.
I don't think they're going to let you bring your razor in to shave, but you could probably sneak a soap in for a picture.
Right, and even though I still have a little bit of a BBS going on, I kind of want to see what that feels like on my face. Would you do the honors? Let's see how this covers.
If I could. Let's see. Oh, it's been a while since we really used our 11
What
base.
a beautiful, soft, safe formula this is.
I gotta say, smelling it here, like on my face, the way that the mandarin and the lavender hit, like on me, I feel like I would totally rock. Like the masculine and feminine thing is kind of right in the middle.
And you know what's really cool? The mandarin doesn't go too sweet. No. Somehow, this does not go crazy sweet. Although everything in it has sort of a sense of sweetness, even the pepper.
Yeah, but I think the pepper is just enough to help the mandarin like not get too spicy. How much would you put this on a crowd-pleasing scale? 'Cause I feel like mine's like, ring!
I mean, where's Blue de Chanel sit on the crowd pleaser? I mean, all the way. And it's nice that there's nothing pokey about this. No matter where you wore this, to the beach or the boardroom, it would be appreciated.
Right? I'm trying to think of even like the attire that everyone had in the 1950s. Like this scent would totally fit in with that too.
Right. Whether you're the clean-cut George McFly at the end of the first one or the sort of shaky George McFly at the beginning. So it's pretty easy. I'll just be Walt Disney 2 weeks out from opening Disneyland in 1955. Your contractors are going to come up to you and say, listen, we only have enough manpower and resources to build either the bathrooms or the drinking fountains. What should we do? And he's going to say, what do you think we do? People can buy a Pepsi Cola, but they can't pee in the street. And he's going to get his own. So head over to use11.com where you'll find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. A little Ralph Lauren, a little citrus, a little nostalgia. Oh, it's beautiful. I have had my shave with Mid-Century Modern, and y'all, they mean it when they say double rich shaving leather. It was a luxury special occasion shave. It's cool that I've had some experience now, and I can really discern the differences. And y'all, the cushion and post-shave feel of this one was extraordinary. We'll be back in Gimme 5.
Welcome to Messages!
All right, y'all, so for our January giveaway, we are offering the soap of your choice from the inaugural lineup at Adopted Acres when they go live after the first of the year. And all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways. And then check back here the first week of February to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck!
I love the intensity on this, too. I'm a sucker for a stronger intensity, and we're sitting about a 4 here.
I was going to say that, at least 3.5 to 4. And it's interesting because all the scent notes that are listed are kind of, could be considered more of the gentle
You're right.
scent notes.
A little bit of the more mellow reputation for those scent notes, but not here.
No.
Not here.
I'm glad you pointed that out because I almost said that earlier. Like, I know I went for a really long whiff, and it wasn't because I was trying to find the scent. It's just because there was more to the scent I wanted to keep whiffing.
And this is one of the very first times you've used that brush I got you for Christmas for $4.99.
It is a great backbone, I gotta say, because this bowl has a lot of the grooves in it, so this is really nice to carve in between the grooves, I have to say.
Y'all, mysteries and wonders on Black Friday in the wet shaving world. You can grab some awesome stuff.
That's how we got this soap. We were looking around and it was like, oh, nope, we gotta get this one when we can.
And 11. Thank you so much for continuing to blow our skirts up. We love this formula. We love the scents. And we can't wait to take on 5 in a few weeks and see what that one's all about.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.